Hey guys, I'm Pierre for Spyder Odyssey 2017, Kingston, Ontario, that's in Canada, the Thousand Islands. I've got my notes with me because we're about to make major announcement concerning the rides. I've in the past made a couple of videos telling you what's coming, but we've finalized everything for those rides and we're really excited about. I want to give a big shout out to Dan Fraser who put all of this together. I was just a tag along to give my opinion, but he put this baby together and he's hit a home run. Now, as you know, Spyder Odyssey in Kingston, Ontario is the Thousand Island region. So it's along the St. Lawrence and it's pretty much in the corner of where Ontario meets Quebec and meets the United States as well. So we have 3 days of riding. We're operational. This event is on the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th of August. Now that's the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. What we've gone ahead and done is that we've put a mix, if you want, of what is a poker run and a scavenger hunt. So we thought that the best way to get you to see this region, and that's what you want to do, right? You come to a rally, you want to be able to get some rides in and see, you know, what's in that part of the country. Now, when we do this with 50, 60, 100 spiders, we always feel very nervous that accidents might happen, and it takes a lot of volunteers to put something on like that and a lot of preparation. So we were looking for a way to get you to see the sights, but without being too many spiders all together. So this is going to be a poker run / scavenger hunt. And you can do this by yourself, you can do this in smaller groups or larger groups that you want to put together. Now, the fun part is that, you know, if it gets rained out in the morning, you can leave in the afternoon. If it gets rained out in the afternoon and you left in the morning, at least you got some riding in. You weren't, you know, at the mercy of a ride that leaves in the morning and it's gone all day. And then maybe it gets washed out because there's too much rain in the morning and you're left with nothing to do for the afternoon. So when you register, whether your registration is on the Thursday, the Friday, or the Saturday, you will get all the information and all the points of interest. Now, this is what you're going to need with you. You will need a GPS because you're going to be getting some partial maps to where we're going to be taking you. There are going to be 2 routes, all right? 2 routes. I know you're saying 2 routes, we got 3 days, but we're really happy about this. This is what we were able to secure for Spyder Odyssey. And I think we're the first major event that's going to have this. The Ontario Office of Tourism is actually going to set up a booth. Yeah, they're going to be setting up a booth at registration at the host hotel, which is the Ambassador Hotel. They'll be set up in the morning from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And that's going to allow people that if you're doing 2 routes, you know, one on the Thursday and one on the Friday, you want to go somewhere on the Saturday, but you're not sure, you'll actually have our friend Chris from the Office of Tourism in Ontario. He's actually a motorcycle rider and he's helped put a lot of rides together for Ontario and all the clubs and all that region. So he's really knowledgeable about all the best place to go on a motorcycle. So he'll be able to guide you according to your liking. If you want to go see some wineries, some breweries, you know, for the beer, you want to go see something special, you want to go see the prisons that we have in that area, or anything else, you want to take a Thousand Island boat tour, he'll be able to point you in the right direction. And we thought this was an added value, incredible to have somebody on site that can just say, hey, you need to see this, 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 and that, okay? So that's going to be on the Thursday and on the Friday from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock at the Ambassador Hotel where the registration booth will be, and we'll be set up in the parking lot so you'll be able to find us. Now, get me to the rides. All right, here we go. So, 2 routes. Route number 1 is going to be taking you up north and towards what we call the locks. The locks are usually, they come all the way from Ottawa, which is, you know, a couple hundred, I don't know, I'm not going to say a couple 100 kilometers, but I'll say almost 200 kilometers or so, just north of the Thousand Islands. And these locks come all the way down to where the 5 Great Lakes are and the St. Lawrence River. So They've been built for, you know, close to a century, and there's a lot of history behind those locks, and they're just spectacular, and the way to get to them is spectacular as well. These little nice little roads. So we're going to get you to go see different locks and different points of interest north of Kingston. So we're going to call that the Rideau Canal route. That's going to be route number 1. And on this route, you're going to have about 10 to 15 points of interest. And when you get to one, well, you'll need to look at the sheet that we've provided and answer some questions. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a point system. So the more answers that you get while you do these routes, the more points that you can cash in when you finish up your poker run at the end of the 3 days on the Saturday. We'll tally everything up, and the highest number or the highest numbers will win some prizes. Okay? Route number 2 or route number 2 is going to take you along the St. Lawrence, and it's going to take you into the Thousand Island Parkway. And you know, the Thousand Island Parkway is just spectacular. We're going to get you to go towards the Alexandria Bay Bridge, which actually takes you over to stateside, but we're going to stay on the Canadian side. Now, if you want to go see Boat Castle, which is on the St. Lawrence, it's a very popular boat tour. You're going to need to bring your passport, so don't forget to bring your passport if you want to take some of the Thousand Island boat tours, because sometimes they go on the USA side. Apart from that, I can just promise you that this route will be spectacular as well, and it has also 10 to 15 stops, and we'll get you to stop, you know, for lunch. We have places for you where you can stop, you know, for a bathroom break, the lunch break, and the gas break as well. But these routes, if you have a full tank of gas, you're good for the whole day. Now, these will take between 6 and 8 hours each. But the good part is that, you know, when you leave, we ask you in your GPS, just put the Ambassador Hotel in there. And if you're short on time, or if you just want to come back, or you're getting some rain, then you can just hit home, get back to the host hotel really fast, because you're always going to be next to a highway, so you can run back if needed within about 45 minutes to an hour maximum from where we're taking you, because we're doing loops. So, you know, you're always close to a highway, always close to getting back home, not more than an hour away from Kingston and Ambassador Hotel. For the rest of that, you know, in this video, I'm showing you some pictures, but I'm not giving you everything, and we're not giving the maps ahead of time. We want you to wait until you register, then we give you the information. We're not going to be able, there are too many stops, and it's just a little too much to do GPS files and GPX files, excuse me. But we are going to give you the points of interest. You can enter those, and we want you to work a little bit. It's a scavenger hunt. It's a, you know, part poker run. So we want you to think, and when you get on site, to have a look around for different things. And we think that people are going to do it, you know, from maybe if you do it this way, the other one do it this way. And with this, so many spiders and different routes, you're always going to be crisscrossing with spiders, because it's not over, you know, 400 kilometers or 325 miles long. So it's shorter, but we get you to get off the bike and see some beautiful sights in Ontario, Canada. So for this video, we're going to cut it to this. So just talked about the rides on this one. I'll be back with more information about the downtown area and a dine out on the Friday and all the other subjects that we have. So remember, you need a GPS. You can either have that on your cell phone or the typical GPS. You'll need a pen, and we'll provide the paper and the answer sheet for you to answer all the information. So I think I haven't missed anything. Oh yes, it's one entry per bike. So if you're two on a bike, it's not two sheets, it's one sheet. So one entry per bike. And I did say the highest total points wins at the end. We're going to give you partial maps. I said that, the number of stops. I think I'm all done. Once again, a big thank you to Ontario Spyder Rider, Mr. Dan Fraser and his wife Pam, who's doing, you know, the paperwork and putting all the information together on Word and Excel to put something together nice for you guys. But it was Dan that did all the legwork. I met up with him. We spent 3 days in that area, but I was just a tag along, and I followed and I give my opinion, but he had everything down there already. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'll see you where? at Spyder Odyssey 2017, Kingston, Ontario, the Thousand Islands.